Gotta be careful because the way you're talking, it sounds like you want some Ewok shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I don't want no Ewok shit.
Oh, dude, he's about to get Ewoks for sure.
Like, I saw, I don't know much about Miss Marvel, but I was like, isn't her power set like Mr. Fantastic or Plastic Man?
That is exactly why they changed it, because they were like, we can't have two similar.
They gotta save that. No offense, Gertz, for the white man.
Oh.
How do I
It's a
describe
special
it?
power. I'm sorry.
I resemble that remark.
No, look,
You know you're one of the good ones, Gertz.
Yo, Ricardo, what up?
Can I just say that, am I alone in the camp that I just don't envision stretching shit to look good ever?
That's what I was looking forward to, seeing a giant hand.
But
Saves lives.
anytime it's
slapping people,
Yeah.
with it, catching people.
No, look, every
So, yeah,
time
grabbing
it's ever
children
been,
out of burning
kind
buildings?
visualized, it always sucks in live action. So I'm like,
We're in a new
okay.
age now. We have a Hulk that looks somewhat real.
Yeah,
Not really.
It looked good when it was a cartoon. Like when The Incredibles did it, I was like, oh, they made like the elastic powers look cool.
Yeah, she can wrap around people.
No,
Yeah, she was like turning into parachutes and boats and
Yeah.
stuff. I was like, oh, that's neat.
That would be really legit
But see,
to
that's
see.
like,
Yeah.
but it has to be animated for it to
Right.
work.
No,
That's the
I don't
stretching
believe
in
this.
live action stuff looks weird.
They
And I
might
was
as well
like,
get
okay.
practice in it now if they're bringing in Mr. Fantastic.
No, but also, I mean, it doesn't really matter about the power switch because if in essence it's the same.
Are
no, it's not.
Are either of you going to watch this show?
No.
I'm not.
I'm
either.
not. He probably is. He loves it so much.
I'm
I
checked
don't
out.
love it so much. I
You
just
stood
thought
on the
I
table
the hate
for it,
boner for it
TJ.
that you do, Vic.
came-
Because it ain't for me.
You came out of
He had
hibernation
the audacity
to
to
insult
say,
me.
because he was like, oh, Marvel should be appealing to all demographics. And I was like,
it's
dude,
a connecting story.
Daredevil does not. Okay, so you can skew to a certain demo within your show.
Then I'm missing information, TJ. I'm missing
look.
stingers and shit. Come on,
You cannot
man.
tell me that like a kid can go in and watch Punisher and Daredevil. Like that's
Why
not.
not?
What they're
I watched
skewed for.
Scarface at 7, and I'm fine. There you go.
Yeah. Fine is a very subjective word.
Exactly.
It was a matter of no. The only reason, like I'm saying, like okay, so I was like, okay, whenever I watched the trailer,
Right.
The first immediate thing was like, yeah, it's a little teened up, little kitty, little younger, but that's fine because Marvel doesn't have a lot of things that go younger. There's a lot of kids like a lot of no, okay, they're more serviceable, but what I mean is like purposefully younger.
I don't know. I can't imagine like a 10-year-old being told you're not allowed to see the new Spider-Man.
No, I meant more in the TV show camp.
Oh man,
Where they go a little bit more, they usually lean more adult and they get more freedom in the
Well,
TV
yeah, I
show.
guess.
I mean, what do they have right now? They have The Witch, which is adults. Loki. I mean, maybe they can watch
Kids.
that. I'd imagine they'd be bored,
Probably like
honestly.
teenagers.
Captain America goes over your head if you're a kid.
Captain
Oh, Winter
America.
Soldier, yeah.
Captain America goes over your head if it's an adult. They cut 3 episodes out.
But you know, the general concept's like a racism thing. I'm like, these kids don't know what the fuck
It's a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, you
Well,
gotta
that's
be
only because
careful.
they can't teach CRT in schools, TJ.
Disney has to do it.
You got to be careful because the way you're talking, it sounds like you want some Ewok shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I don't want no Ewok shit.
Because-
Oh,
That's what
dude,
I'm
you're about.
saying.
He's about to get Ewoks for
yeah.
sure.
No, I'm-
yeah, you're
No,
gonna get
look.
some Marvel Ewoks.
I don't want that.
Is that your favorite movie?
Dude, you're gonna see
Return of the
Doctor.
Jedi?
You're gonna see Doctor Strange open up a portal, and Ewoks and
Yeah.
Porgs are gonna
And
jump
TJ
out of it. It'll be
Rogue
your
TJ
fault.
One
Walled it.
is. I've said this before.
It will be your fault when that happens.
And you know what? Fuck it.
No, don't you do that. Don't you put that
If
evil
I
in the
wasn't
world.
already checked out of Marvel stuff, I'd be furious with you.
I mean, I'm just. The thing is, I'm not mad at it. That's my whole thing. I'm just like, okay, it's not for me. It's not my demo, and it's fine if they do a little bit more towards a different demo.
Let's start a little bit with what's happening immediately. Are you going to see Moon Knight? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I might give that a chance. Like the trailers and stuff have looked pretty cool with it.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I'll give it a
watching that
shot.
I legit skipped the trailer. I think your phone's gonna.
Oh.
I legit skipped the trailers. But I want to wait until people see the first episode. I mean, you don't really miss anything.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
That's fair.
Like, I feel like Moon Knight was the one. I think this gets the shows. How do I put it? The shows get a lot easier for me to be enticed to watch versus the movie sometimes because I still haven't seen Eternals. But for me, I'm like, Moon Knight, that trailer looks dope. And when the first episode comes out, I already have it. So I don't really have to go that far to watch
Moon
that
Knight
first
is only
episode.
6 episodes. I don't think that makes it less likely that I'll watch it, honestly.
It's gonna make me more likely to watch.
I'm kind of with you. When
Yeah.
you said only 6, I was like, ooh.
Those are British episodes.
yeah.
I like that.
Well, my issue is that the Falcon was 6 episodes, and they
Was
cut-
it? That shit felt like 9. It felt very long.
Man, look, I get it. That show had to do some cuts, but it was in a tough spot because of the concept.
It gets
of it.
no excuses. This is Disney.
It made it more relevant that there was a disease. I don't know why they cut it out, honestly.
It was a whole movie. That movie Songbird, literally about like COVID 32 or like 26. Too
Bob's
soon.
Burgers didn't cut out the episode about a super infectious disease.
Yeah. They could have done it tastefully.
Actually, the mom dies. Like, it was not going to be.
Oh no! Oh,
That was the crux
bleeding
of-
from the eyes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wrong ways to do it and like 5 right ways to do it.
Somehow it was called Vovid. It's crazy.
But that one aside, because I mean, I don't get. I still like it. I don't love it, but I do like the essence of what they were going for. I really do like. And then there's a lot of like scenes in there that I really vibed with in terms of Captain America. But I was just like, cool. I got Moon Knight. I got my schizophrenic dude chilling in the back. I can let the kids have something. It's fine. It doesn't really faze me.
As long as there's no stingers.
You know there is probably
Well,
maybe.
then they fucked it up.
Then watch the stinger.
I don't want to. I need context, TJ. Can I have context, please?
Well, then nut up and watch the show. Get off your high horse.
You're going to have this character who you've never heard
Never
of.
seen.
Never heard of, let alone seen, and just pop up, and they're going to expect you to be like, oh my God, when you
This
see
little
him.
nerdy kid with glasses come from? Why is he relevant?
I know this wasn't a Marvel movie, but I remember when I saw Shazam.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked Shazam. It was fun. I stuck around for the stinger. The stinger's a talking caterpillar at the end. I was like, what the hell is this?
that was DC was trolling the fuck out of you.
I was like, what is that? Like, I texted Martin about it, and he gave me a straight answer like, oh, it's so-and-so. Didn't you know? I was
No,
like,
no.
It's a comic book character, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah. It's like, it comes out of nowhere.
Talk about no context. Yeah.
And I think I know a little more about comic books than I'd say 50.
average bear? Yeah.
50% of people. Like, I knew who Thanos was when they showed him at the end of the first
He
Avengers.
had a helicopter.
Yes, he did. The Thanos copter.
Right.
So because I remember when I saw Avengers, people were like, "Who the hell is that?"
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "It's
I got
Thanos."
that.
I think the only one that gave me that impression was Guardians. I was like, there's a raccoon. Like, that was about it.
But you were like, I'm here already. Fuck it.
that was like when Marvel was at its peak, where it's like. They could have made a movie about anything, and I would have gone to see
Yeah.
it. I'm done now, man. I saw Spider-Man. I liked it,
Yeah.
but I saw it because it was Spider-Man.
It was an event movie.
Yeah, because I watched the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Didn't care for it.
You know, it ends with like a 10-minute speech about why racism is bad.
Yes.
Like,
That's
I'm
the
not
climax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man. You know what?
They're not wrong.
They're not.
No, it was a very active
Sometimes
scene.
you gotta, dude. I mean, I'd rather they
I
beat
loved
you
it.
over the head with.
Yeah, I was
that's
okay
what
with
I want.
it. That was like the one thing in the
That-
show. I was like, all right, that's subverted expectation.
Trap these nerds.
Surprise twist. Racism is bad.
That was the kind of thing they make fun of in The Boys.
Yeah.
I was like, this did not need to happen. And I don't feel bad for the fucking terrorist girl that was blowing things up.
I don't feel
He
bad.
got shot. Simply got shot. That's how,
I don't feel bad for the terrorist girl, but I'm also in the camp of, man.
They literally lecture you, don't call her a terrorist. I'm like, she just like murdered several
No,
people.
look, that
Explosives
first
were
portion-
involved, so
That
yeah,
first
she was a
portion, I was
terrorist.
like, hey, look, just get to the black people being okay.
Let's go back to
don't need to
Louisiana.
we need to justify terrorists, but I'll take the.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, I'm in the camp of beat over my head if it's got to be like that.
Right.
And it's our and it didn't. To me, it didn't feel that. Like it didn't feel that.
Yeah, no, it didn't feel jarred
Like,
or
it didn't
forced.
feel-
like,
It
was-
felt really forced.
It did not feel forced.
Even
I don't know if you
Sam
paid
said
attention.
it felt forced, and he's
it was a whole
You're
ass.
using that.
Yeah, that's not a good example.
when Falcon lectures everybody about like
It was.
Hey, man.
But they had a black Captain America.
Yeah, they had a black Captain
You saw it coming. We did.
Yeah.
See, that's the.
See, that's the problem.
It was black people in that writing room.
Yeah, and they said, y'all need to know.
You know what's the issue is I saw it coming in the last movie when Captain America was like, take my shield, it's yours now.
Yeah, whole show.
I didn't eat the show. I already saw it in the movie.
They told you. They told you, Marcos. You knew when you. They had the shield in the trailer with.
Would you rather
Anthony
it have been
Mackie.
a movie? I wouldn't have wanted that.
No, that needed to be a show.
That needed to be a show.
Because
Just
you
get
wouldn't
it
have
out
had time
way.
for the speech at the
Because
end.
you. I would have been mad had they not talked about it.
Oh, me too. So it was just there. It was the elephant in the room. And yeah,
Being like, yo, you'll have a black tie in America. There's gonna be people
Yeah.
asking questions. Just get the series out the way. Let me have the one.
Soak this in.
But
Okay, I'm good. Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah.
I would rather have a Luke Cage TV show. That's just me.
So would I.
he had his.
A real
It was
one.
not great.
Yeah.
The first season was.
Yeah,
First
because it
half-
had
no, the first
Mahershala
season was,
Ali
yeah.
in it.
Then I don't know what they.
Yeah, I know exactly.
They had him for half of it.
The show ends with him becoming a gangster.
What? Luke Cage? I've just watched the first
Sorry for
season.
spoiling that for anybody.
Was there more than one season of
Yeah,
Luke Cage?
season.
Okay.
2 seasons?
I did
yeah.
not.
No, there was only one season.
No, se-
No, there was only.
Oh
one.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no
Where,
show
where it
called.
ended for you is good.
And it's
Oh,
no
okay.
show called Iron Fist.
What about the Defenders?
Oh fuck! I forgot about
All
that.
the parts but Iron Fist. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
terrible.
the part at Blur. Just
like he's a
Pixelated
penis.
out.
What the hell happened? Like, I thought the first season of Daredevil was great.
Excellent.
And then
Yeah.
the first season of Jessica Jones was great.
Excellent also.
First season of Luke Cage, I thought started really good.
It did.
It lulled, but I thought it ended okay.
They killed Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, once
That's the
once they
problem.
killed him off, I was like, well,
Well,
that's
yeah, I was out.
yeah. And
They
Iron,
killed Blade.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
That's why he got reincarnated as Blade.
That's right. And Iron Fist, yeah, we don't talk about that.
Right.
I watched one episode. I was like, no thanks. Same thing with WandaVision. I didn't like that very much either. I only watched one episode.
Weird
The
show.
beginning of WandaVision is actually the best, and then if you didn't like that,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I think it peaks out at like episode 3, right? Like,
Yeah.
like when they show like not WandaVision shit.
once she walks out of the TV universe and was like, "Stop sending your Goonies," I was like, "That's this
She's
is
like,
Yeah,
look,
I was
I'll
out.
fuck you up. You come back for my shit.
They needed a gimmick to get you through 6 episodes. It worked.
I think it was 8."
I mean, with that concept.
See, because I like.
Yes,
so
like
I
was out
liked-
after that.
I would say Captain America.
Okay.
To be honest, I think it's worth the watch. It's not like the best ones, but I think Loki's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad at all throughout the entirety of the thing. I think that the plot, yeah, that part is weak, but I think it's pretty good.
Loki?
No, Loki itself. I like Loki.
Loki
I
was
like
okay.
Loki a lot.
There's a
It's-
long speech at the end of that one too.
I
It was
lo-
literally about
But the
20 minutes.
speech-
I liked Loki until the end. Like the last
Till that
episode.
speech?
No, till the last episode.
Half the episode's a speech.
Yeah, that's true. And I did not dig the actor in that part.
I'm not a big fan of that actor. to be
Oh,
honest.
I was on the inverse. I was like, I really like what they're going for here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's
Okay.
crazy, and at the end of time, he's like, because they could have done it in 15 different ways, and I was happy it wasn't super over the top.
It was
Yeah.
very over the top.
I thought
felt.
it was-
No, because he was like, oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, Loki is the only one that makes a difference. Kind of like it literally should be the reason that the universes are falling apart because they explained it, but then they throw that away, and every movie is like, no, we're the reason things are
Yeah,
falling apart.
That's a good point. Yeah. 'cause-
that I was thinking about that. It weirded me out a little bit. I'm like, okay, so this is I thought this was the path to where we're supposed to go, our end game to this part of Marvel. And it's like, no, literally everything else you see, the universe is broken.
I think what threw
I'm
me
like,
off.
does this happen simultaneously? Like, this
Yeah,
bad
There's
luck.
a lot of breaking.
Yeah,
What-
at one time.
What threw me off with Loki at the end was it went from feeling like its own thing to like, oh, this is a promo. Yeah, like it is setting
You're
up.
100% right.
And that I get like that doesn't bother some people for sure, but it does bother me where it's like I feel like I just watched a 7-episode long commercial
Yeah,
for a
that's what
movie
it
that I'm not
was.
going to see.
That's Marvel. They made how many movies that were just that?
But like at that point, I felt like they were really building towards something. They had
They
me,
ran out of ideas, Gert.
well, spoilers. When you bring half the universe back to life,
Yeah.
the stakes can't get much higher than that. So like, I don't
they
care.
can though. Like, I mean, you read comics.
mean-
there are other villains that are just as formidable as Thanos.
But that they will feel like a lesser version of
Bring
him.
Mephisto in. He's literally Satan.
Thanos was the genocidal trailblazer of Marvel. Like,
I thought that they were gonna raise the stakes by saying like, oh, half the universe died.
Yeah.
Well, now the whole universe and timeline can fucking crack because that's what I
Yeah.
thought Loki was explaining. But then that's not what we got because it's there. I don't know what happens with Marvel. I just know that they can't plan things out too far because then things will leak on Reddit.
that's true.
That's why Captain Marvel is barely an Endgame. It's like we have no idea how Marvel is going to be written, so that's why she just shows up at the end, because they didn't know what she would be doing and what the movie was about.
That character will be doing a whole lot of nothing moving forward because no one likes her.
And also, if you were wondering why it's not that much Black Panther in Infinity War and Endgame, that's also a reason. They didn't think it'd be successful, so they minimized it. Yeah. Fun fact.
Well, that's not great.
It's terrible.
Yeah, he was probably my favorite part of Civil War.
He is my favorite. He's the only.
He's the
Look,
only
he's like,
reason to
you
watch
guys,
that. That in the airport scene.
Yeah, him and
That's it.
Spider-Man are the best things about that movie.
Sad.
No, he came in. He said, "Look, you're fighting over your boyfriend for some reason. That guy killed my dad. I don't give a fuck about what's happening here.
Right.
I want him dead, and we're good.
Right.
I just want him dead."
I don't need to watch the same philosophical debate for 2.5 hours.
I mean,
Like, give me a scene of that, which is nice, but they kept doing it, and
really, like, just have a beer together.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't need all
A
this.
whole last conversation could have cured
That's
this.
it.
yeah, it was.
I mean, I hate Civil War. I'm usually in the minority for hating Civil
I've
War.
grown to dislike it.
I don't hate it, but I respect your hate.
Yeah,
because
that's
I'm like
same.
milquetoast on it.
The problem with Civil War is that, man, there are scenes that do it for me, right? Like you were mentioning, like when Spider-Man and that is like doing exactly what Spider-Man needs to. I love the introduction. I love what he does, and they're like, cool, you're good.
Right.
I like Black Panther, the setup, the execution on the character, making him feel like, cool, he is fighting alongside Captain America in terms of like, hey, he's equal as one of the tops here.
Yeah.
Great establishment. But then you get to some dumb shit, right? I'm like,
I can't remember much after that.
No.
airport fight, what happens after?
And a big problem, and
Good question.
this, I'm usually in the minority with this. I'm not a huge fan of Winter Soldier.
You can go die on that. You by yourself.
The reason I'm not,
Oh, the character or the movie?
both.
And the character is kind of bad. Yeah.
Because-
Not a fan
character's
of
mad.
Sebastian Stan.
I saw him in
Pam and Tommy.
I, Tonya.
Oh, okay.
And he was great in that.
You know, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's walking around.
that character, I mean, for me, for that movie to really work, like a Civil War, I would have to really be invested in like Bucky as a character.
And you're not.
And I'm not. So I'm like, I don't care about this dude. Stop him. He's a monster.
Yeah.
Like, do whatever it takes. Like, try to save him if you can. But dude, I've been watching this
Don't put
guy.
much effort into it.
I've been watching this guy kill people nonstop for 2 hours.
As a matter of fact, you should probably just put him down.
He's a fucking menace.
They gave you like 20 minutes in Captain America, and they're like, cool, that's enough for you to buy this.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why, and see, that's the other points I give to Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier made me give Captain America, or excuse me, Falcon and Winter Soldier, not Captain America, gave me the first time I gave a fuck about the character. And I was like, oh, great, you give me context, and surprise, surprise, I actually like the Winter Soldier because he has a fucking personality for a change.
And
Yeah.
and like, it's not like Captain America's Batman. It's not like he's like, I've got a no-kill
boring
policy.
too.
Actually, no, they straight up said
He's a soldier.
they will kill people.
Yeah,
He does kill. He was. Remember the trailer and in the movie? He busts in busting.
Yeah, he's a soldier.
Yeah.
Like he like so like the whole Bucky thing. I was like, I am not emotionally invested in this, and
Right.
because of that, the movie just kind of feels kind of flat. I can recognize the technical aspects and the choreography; all those things are great. But did it get me in my heartstrings? No,
Nah.
I was not emotionally invested.
Right. It's not an easy rewatch.
No.
I mean,
It's worse as years
my-
go by.
My issue with Civil War is that it has no stakes because of the ending. Like
yeah.
for them to like have this really brutal fight and then afterwards it's like, here's my cell phone just in case you need me. It's like
He does.
It's like there's no difference then.
It
That
feels-
is normal Avengers things because Tony didn't call him for like 2 movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, nigga said, I have an ego.
it was like their relationship was fundamentally the same. It was
Yeah.
just it was a little cattier. It's like
Yeah.
Right.
whoop-de-doo. Like it feels superfluous. It feels like why did we waste our time? And that's not a good feeling for a 2.5 hour long movie.
I agree. So yeah, Marvel sucks. Everybody agree.
This is not a justification for your Miss Marvel hate boner. I want you to
I
know
love
that's
that character too much to see this.
Their time is done.